shoulder and spoke into his ear. She was an Australian who had been taught in an English boarding school to speak like an Englishwoman. When she was sleepy, as she was now, her native accent was just discernible, like a thready scar concealed in a wrinkle by a plastic surgeon.
"Did you save her?" Molly asked.
Christopher nodded.
"Good. I was worried that I'd waked you at the wrong moment."
At the wrong moment? Christopher smiled at Molly's reflection in the window pane. She dug the point of her chin into the muscle of his shoulder.
"You don't know that dreams go on after we wake up," Molly said.
Why should they stop just because they're interrupted?
We can only see the people in our dreams when we're asleep, but that doesn't mean they aren't always there. Perhaps they can see us when we're awake.
Molly saw that Christopher wasn't listening to what she said. He was staring into the street below. Molly followed his gaze. There was little to see. The rain falling through the dim street light onto the shiny cobbles, the stubby branches of a plane tree pruned for the winter. The brake lights blinked on a parked Citroën.
"Is that Tom Webster's man in that car?" Molly asked.
"Yes."
"Is he really going to guard me all the time you're gone?"
It won't always be the same car or the same man, but the car will always be in that parking space. They'll blink the brake lights on the hour and the half hour to let you know they're there.
"Wonderful, Tom. That will buck me up tremendously."
Molly opened the quilt and put her arms around Christopher from behind, enclosing him in the folds of the coverlet. Her skin was warm now. She stroked his naked back with the length of her own body.
"You have such a sweet body," she said.
Christopher turned inside the quilt and put his arms around her. Later, in bed, Molly got to her knees and turned on the lamp. The Japanese, when they paint on silk, sometimes mix pulverized gold into the pigment so that the depths of the painting will gather light and magnify it. Molly's auburn hair had this quality. Christopher touched her and smiled. Seeing the male pleasure in his eyes, she shook her head, impatient with her own beauty.
"No," she said, "just this once. Don't look at me. Listen."
"It's difficult," Christopher said. The bedroom walls were mirrored, and everywhere he looked he saw the reflection of Molly. The whole apartment, borrowed as a hiding place, was mirrored. It was furnished with glass tables and cubical black leather chairs. The vast bed in which Molly and Christopher now lay was circular, like the bed in a movie about a movie star, and the quilt Molly had wrapped around their bodies was a reproduction of a playing card, the Jack of Hearts. All these images, and especially Molly's nudity, were reflected from mirror to mirror.
"Your plane leaves in 3 hours," Molly said. "I don't want to send you off in a sad mood, but really, Paul, I'm filled with dread."
She was very pale. The lamplight shone directly on her face. Christopher had lived with Molly for nearly 2 years, but he had never until this moment seen the faint constellation of freckles on her cheekbones. Always before, the surrounding skin had had enough color to conceal them.
"It isn't just being left alone," Molly said. "I'm used to that. You're always going up in smoke right in the middle of things. I hate it."
Molly shuddered and pulled the quilt around her body.
"Why does it always have to be so cold in France? So damp?" she asked. "Why is there never any light? It's like a tomb."
She heard herself speaking, and for a moment the light of amusement came back into her face. She hated melancholia.
"It's not France. It's not being left alone," she explained. "I'll tell you what it is, Paul. I'm eaten up by suspicion. I suspect you of something."
Christopher sat up and began to speak.
"Don't say anything," Molly said. "Let me finish. I'm going to make a charge against you. If what I suspect is true, I want you to admit it to me. It's the least you can do."
Molly cried easily, but usually from happiness. Her eyes were dry now.
"What I suspect is this," she said.